Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. So today we are back with Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna be hopping into the Crystal Tower raid. Uh I checked out to see if a couple of my friends were available to run it, but they have a few other obligations. But that's alright. We're just gonna queue for it in the duty finder. So actually before I do anything else, there we go. To join. Less than 5 minutes. Alright. While we're waiting, shouldn't take that long, but a couple of things I wanted to do. First of all, we have a Discord. If you want to join in, we got a couple of mini games that you could play while in the Discord. We got just a general space to chat, have fun, and chill. So if you want to join that, definitely feel free to. I would be honored to have you. Here is the link to my merch. We got merch. You want to get the Shiro no Kuni merch, basically go to that website. Should take you there. We got a selection of various things from t-shirts to mugs to all different kinds of stuff. Definitely feel free to take a look at that. Anything you get from there will greatly help improve the stream, and it would be very much appreciated. Any support definitely will go towards bettering the stream, getting new equipment, getting more games, all that. Couple of things I also want to quick mention. We got sound alerts. You could play around with that. We got I do believe I have the sound changer live, so if you want, you could do that, or just use any of the point redemptions. We have quite a few point redemptions that are fun, so definitely feel free to play around with that. And last thing, I have kind of put it in chat a couple of times, but here's the third time. We got exclamation mark quote. Gonna pull a random quote from a pool of quotes. There you have it. So definitely feel free to play around with any of that at your own leisure. While we wait, I checked in Corthus. There weren't really any other side quests. This is not really a side quest. Well, this is a side quest, but it's a side quest series that I want to have its own stream for. I want to have its own stream after probably a gut-wrenching, heartbreaking moment. I'll probably be like, okay, we're gonna take a break and do some other stuff. This is probably gonna be one of the stuff that I do because I think the entire series takes quite the amount of time, enough to fill up an entire stream, maybe. Uh, jump on the chocobo and I don't know. Let's just go exploring, I guess. Nothing much really to do right now, except for explore. So gonna go see if there are any side quests anywhere. If there are, we're gonna do them. I wanna remember. I do remember seeing a couple. Just not for the life of me remember where. And I don't think that's totally necessary because, well, it popped. We're most likely gonna get transported back to the entrance again. But just in case, I'm gonna slowly make my way towards where it is. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, an awesome feature about this game is they have kind of something called Alliance Raids. Basically a 24-man raid. Probably one of the best kind of features in this game, in my opinion. One of the most enjoyable content as far as raid. The regular 4-man and 8-man raiding, yeah, that's cool and all, but 24 people at once. Imagine that. And I'm gonna need to play around with my HUD. Put that, well, here. Put that here. Gonna have to decrease its size for now. Save. Save. There's that. Please save. Alright, there we go. Now it's not in the way. And we should have, like, enough room for enemies. Usually, I'd have it above the enemy list, and I'd have to kind of, like, decrease this as well. But since I'm not really a healer, I'm mainly a DPS, looking at, like, party members and stuff, actually, I could just, real quick, increase that to 80. Save. There we go. Let's do something before instead of just standing there. Probably would be a wise decision. Also, quick thing, this dungeon, or this, like, alliance raid in particular, I have not ran it with a melee character in forever. Usually because I was trying to level a couple of my ranged, like, classes first on my main character. I haven't really ran this as a melee in a while, so I am definitely out of practice when it comes to that. Well, not exactly what I wanted to do. Let's dot this, Valara. I did not even see that. That hurt. If I remember correctly, the ground is gonna fill up with something? Yeah, there it is. It fills up with this liquid that if you stand in it, you're just gonna keep losing HP, and that's not what we want to do. We do not want to continuously lose HP till we die. That should not be the plan. Also, we do have a question of the day. I'm not sure if Nightbot had posted it yet. But, basically, question of the day is, if there is any one game, a discontinued game, that is no longer playable or accessible, that... Is there, like, a game like that that you want brought back, basically? For me, it's a game called Club Penguin. I was talking about it with my little brother, how you were remembering the game, and how they just, like, decided, no, they're not gonna continue on with it. It was probably one of the best games I've ever played. Like, one of those chill games that are just like, I don't know. It was just awesome in its own way, basically. I can't really explain it. But for me, that is the game that I want back. That's the game that I would definitely want back. This is for Chaos as a melee. Also, anybody that might be tuning in, I hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you are just chilling. What alliance are we? Okay. Uh, go. Oh wait, why am I opening my inventory? Map and royalty. I do remember there being decent. Well, what is that? That is Lancer, Dragoon, and Reaper. Okay. I do remember, like, the actual. At the, Why am I blanking so hard? Today has been a day. I've just been, like, a little bit out of it. But this Alliance trade has some pretty decent looking sets. And yes, Nightbot just posted the question of the day. What is one discontinued game you want back? A game that you can no longer play. You get the chance to bring it back to life and be able to play it again. What would that game be? For me, like I said, it's gonna be Club Penguin. Awesome game. Are we missing? Not much. And I'm gonna be one of the people that attack. Attack this guy. This is gonna be a little bit tricky to actually, like, kill. I have a feeling. Oh, looks like somebody's not standing on their thing. There we go. Somebody's definitely not standing on their thing. You need to stand on the thing. Over here. Over here. Why is nobody standing? I think we just need whoever it was that. Who do we need? Do we need people standing on our platform? Okay, there we go. Now it's taking damage again. So not our platform. Definitely somebody else needed it. So with the, what are people? There we go. Okay, so they actually... okay. Whatever. Oh, this boss is fun. Basically, this boss, Thanatos. That's where I heard the name. I know I heard the name before. There... If anybody has played Lost Ark, you probably have heard the name Thanatos as one of the early on dungeon bosses. This is basically, I guess you could say the same boss? Kinda, in a sense. But, what I was trying to say is this boss, the way you actually progress through this boss. If you have this debuff, actual realignment, you're basically kind of like a ghost. If I zoom in, you'll see me as like a ghost. That is basically a debuff that allows you to attack Thanatos. Anybody that does not have the debuff, no matter what you do to attack him, he will not be inflicting a single point of damage. What Once the debuff is off, you need to go attack all the other regular ads. Till then, you have the debuff. Thanatos is your primary target. Did I actually roll? I rolled the 99 speed on this hand piece. Nobody I think can actually need on it. So I'm almost definitely gonna get that then. And that probably is my good luck for the week. So we'll see what happens, what other bad luck induced situations are gonna occur. And if they're actually gonna occur on stream or later on. If they do occur on stream, good, cause content. So Waymark. Should I put Waymark down? I feel like I don't need to at the moment. So why are people trying to splash lava at each other? I don't think that's safe. Right? Any Final Fantasy 14 players tuning in? I got a question for you, a different question. Not question of the day, but just a regular question. Have you all seen the live letter, or at least its content? Why are people letting those things blow up like that? But yeah, have you seen the live letter? And if you have, live letter or its content, and if you have, what are your thoughts? I'm actually kind of excited to see what new story they bring in. Kind of like the new story. I am actually probably the most excited thing from 6.1, the patch, is the new Alliance raid. They're gonna be adding the first part of a new Alliance raid, so I'm curious to see where that is going to go. Like, how that's gonna go. Something that I have been wishing they would do is add a certain location that is later on in the game. I won't really say what exactly, because spoiler. Just in case anybody that hasn't played through the game yet is watching. But there's a certain place in the game, you'll get to understand it a little bit more. You get a preview of said place pretty early on. Oh no, that's not what I meant. I hope that's far enough. In case it isn't, I'm gonna stand here. Okay, I thought we all died. That's good. We didn't die. But there is a place that you encounter in the game. I'm also not gonna say when you encounter it, just in case. But I feel like that would be very awesome. Very awesome as a deep dungeon. So, for those of you who don't know what a deep dungeon is, earlier in my streaming career, I had like a day dedicated for where I streamed with friends, and we ran a deep dungeon. That deep dungeon was called Palace of the Dead. There's basically kind of like a floor, a dungeon system where you have to go through each floor, killing monsters, finding treasures, and stuff like that. And if you actually end up and it's kind of like a system where you get points by doing that, and if you do it in a certain amount of time, you are put on the leaderboard, all that good stuff. But it's basically kind of like a dungeon system where every 10 floors there's a boss. So it's like a dungeon where instead of like a flat out surface like this, where you're just kind of like going through areas, walking through areas. It's technically you're in the same kind of like vertical position, just going through it. Of course, I have a terrible time explaining it to people. I am not at all good at explaining stuff. So actually seeing it for yourself is probably going to be the best option. Oh, I don't like that they have him in the middle like that. Because that is going to be hard to actually show when he does one of his abilities. Oh, they don't have him in. Oh no, our healer died. Oh, very good. Where is that thing going? Why was he running away like that? I mean, I understand we're scary and all, but still, like, don't run away. Did it capture our other healer? Wait, there's somebody from not our group that is here. There is. There are quite a lot. Oh no, I'm in the wrong group. That would... Okay, that would explain it. Why I was like... I was so used to being in Group B in the middle, I was like, that's where I am. Call that a labyrinth? And we've done it. We have done it. Oh, that's a cute outfit for a Lalafell. Now I kind of want to know what their name is so I could give them a commendation just for that. Did they leave? I think they left. They probably left. So... Crimson Vest, read. What the... Not bad. Greed. Well, I can't read that. Pass, greed. Can that be... Yes, I need it. Pass and pass. There we go. Don't think there are any others in here. Oh! So what's Pink Lady? Did I give it to Pink Lady? I hope I did give it to Pink Lady. Lalafell will be too small, you can't really see them. Alright. Got some dialect to go through. Oh, there, wind up. Why did I do that in a cowboy accent? Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. Guild, this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. Yes, somebody did. I don't know what they were thinking. According to the findings of my Baldician colleague, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Yeah, probably gonna need a 5-minute break. Giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Legathon, not Acheron, Legathon. He was a hero of the Allagan Revolution. Interesting. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allagan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defined by the champions of Eld. Is defended, not defined. Defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Oh, what does Biggs want us to see? Want his chief to see? Well, well, there it is. The foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I am wondering that too. I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt. Old friend, had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here right now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Coinage Bind for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Of course, we still have part 2 and part 3, which is basically two separate raids in their own right. I'm excited for. Alright, it's a good thing you can wait, can I not fly here? I thought I could fly here. Oh well. Okay, so it's just kind of all the other stuff. Never mind. Zoom in a little bit. Still have to determine. That triple triad. Let's put the gear that we got from that run over there. We're gonna keep the gear specific that over there. Things that I want to kind of transfer to my main character, I'm gonna have here. Because what I plan to do is I'm gonna probably after stream, if any of my buddies are online, I'll probably have them take the stuff and keep it for me for a little bit to transfer it on my main character. So I don't really have any use for it here. I might transfer some gil over there. I don't know yet. I don't know how to. So good of you to join us, Wind Up. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Alright, and basically, here we go. I don't think I technically need to actually go through it in order to go through Heaven's Ward. But since I started, I feel like I would be doing it an injustice to cut it short. So we're gonna go through it to the very end. It's fun though. It's a fun story. Definitely worth it. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for. This time this assembly was called to order. Ambrose will be presiding over the meeting. You'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Alright, let's go. Welcome back, Wind Up. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for wear. For the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to G'raha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Alright, let's go. The course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defense, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Wind-Up's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. Crystal Tower has not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the Tower's secrets should provide too dangerous. See, I've been, yawning for a while now. If, as seems increasingly likely, the Tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanism to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done. The perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garl, I entrust this task to you. It would be my pleasure. Pretty sure you can go send droids or something, like mini droids or stuff like that. Probe droids to scan the place, figure out what's going on. If there are any threats, it would kind of detect them. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reason. That means making sure it's not used for the wrong one. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lad. Well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you. For the present, if I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, G'raha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. You wanted to fight. As an observer, I am not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Wind-Up. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one your innate talent, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rest from disuse in the coming cause. We'll need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. And in a very unusual twist, it's gonna be the Sith Empire actually coming from the Star Wars universe. That is the twist. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it's time to bring this assembly to a close. Let's all focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Oh, it's the man that asked. That we all know probably at this point who that man is. The man that asked you kind of like such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventure, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Alagan Empire left behind. My readings are correct. Energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. And now the reveal. It was Nero all along. I believed the fates had conspired to deny me my just reward once again. But it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. That evil grin. That oh so evil grin. Alright, let's pick up this. Circus Tower. Which is actually the name of the next trial we need to go. Ah, it is you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there's nothing worthwhile to report. Suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. We'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Circus Tower, the Alagans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents can't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring some ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we could be of assistance. And you are? That's a good question, Graha. Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I wonder how you would actually pronounce that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's pronounced Yune, because that sounds like it's simple. And probably the simpler the better for a name, I think. I am Yune, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Alagan civilization, sent by the students of Baldician to assist in your endeavor. Oh, Charlie! What gear are they wearing? Yune and Doga. Rather unusual names for this day and age, so I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the student's behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of the recent incident at the Isle of Ball, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. I can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. Something's wrong with Graha. What is it, Graha? Nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Something ain't right. Something ain't right about that. I remember there was something wrong about Yune and Doga. I just can't remember what it is. But I know there was something wrong. And you could just feel it. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allagan eye as well. This tangerine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allagan, that I inherited from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. There is aught you know. I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Allag. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. That seems fishy. Seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? That is your wish. So be it. I am, like, almost invisible. I did not actually know I was in the cutscene until I kind of, like, looked down and saw my head, like, right next to the text bubble. If it wasn't for me, like, glancing over in that general direction, I would not have seen myself. Wow, Lalafels are tiny. I did not realize it was that bad with cutscenes. Yet, know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Valdician when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well, as of this moment, I name Yune and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the circus tower entrance. I promise you will not have cause to regret your decision. Wind up, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Wind Up, with Yune and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion. I'm hopeful that we will finally see progress. Rembrose is like, really, dude? Really? Really? Alright, guess off to the tower we go. Can I? No, I actually need to enter it from the gate. Right? I appreciate the coloration on this chocobo. This is one of the 2-seater mounts that you could get for, God, what was it? I believe it was the, golden chocobo feathers when you refer a friend. Well, if it isn't Wind Up, here's to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. Since slow going, or rather no going for the chief, you'll appreciate the help. You'll just follow me, and I'll take you to. Now, I wonder where Nero went. Because he was supposed to be kind of like somewhere around here, I guess. Also, those two armor sets are pretty good. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Yune and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alag, sent here by our friends of Baldician to aid in the investigation. I understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It's our hope that we can be of some small assistance. Your attire is ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. What does he mean by their attire? To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. Only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door. The imposing gate you see here. The problem is, we can't get it to open, sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much put a scratch on. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8th Sense. But that doesn't make it any less effective as a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. Oh, yes. Imagine having a door like that and not being able to open it. That would be torture. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respectant Lagan royalty by my judgment. Oh, well. I wonder who those two would be. Precisely who these individuals were we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. If not, it is purely decorative. Are you so sure about that? And they're gonna open it right now with ease. You're thinking to force it, save your strength. No use. Just ask the calluses on my hand. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves? And the gate will open it of its own accord. They were the key all along. Just like that. Oh, that must be super annoying, trying everything and just two people randomly walk in and just do that. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 Hell, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend. I am delighted to see. Right, the side step. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Calling them playthings, they're probably royalty. Arrow, you're still alive? You never really killed him. Garland, if I didn't know better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is all for intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? You are suspicious of my intent. It's only my just desserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alag's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Alagan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. What is he talking about? Put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Alagan ingenuity. They're clones! Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? They're like, how does he know? It would seem that time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. Simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There's much more to tell. Oh, you got a lot of explaining to do. That's a lot of explaining to do. Very well. Wait, but Graha also had it. Graha had the eyes. Father had the eyes. And then his father, like Graha's father had the eyes, and then his father had the eyes. That means Graha, that kind of implicates that Graha's royalty then. Actual royalty. Maybe? We'll see. 7 hells. Do you seriously mean to follow us around? What's up, Garland? You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? Gift, perhaps? I appreciate the relationship, honestly. It's pretty fun. And the Alagan Tombstone holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion. But it is yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. I like how he's purposely, like, as actual friends do, like, pissing off his other friends. That'd always be awesome, you know? I don't know, I feel like you actually get some sort of, like, satisfaction from it. Of course, there's, like, limitations to it. If you feel like that friend is kind of like, no, don't want this anymore to stop, then yeah, that's different. Alright? If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Alright, let's see. Problem I think with this series is that there are no voice scenes whatsoever. So you're gonna have to listen to my knockoff brand like voice acting, unfortunately. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldesion. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through a login technology. This is rather a lot to take in. Would not be if it would not be considered unseemly. Might I ask why you and yours were created? More specifically, what it is that you now seek to do? Answering your questions require that we revisit a login history. Pray bear with us. Oh, interesting. We're gonna get a history lesson out of it. The Alagan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. That glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of Alagan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence. The empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Alagan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alag to greatness. Amon was his name. He believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. Founding father did not mean Emperor Zande. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Yune and Doga. Historical text mentions the reigns of two Alagan emperors named Zande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. Think that the two were in fact one and the same. Zande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. Due to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Alagan domination, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zande turned his sights towards the forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Oh, he's enjoying this. Darkness again? Seven hells, what is it with megalomaniacal rules turning to darkness in their lust for power? That just shows how powerful darkness makes you if you could actually master it. But the problem is, it's very hard to master, as most anime antagonists would show. Japanese antagonists in general, JRPGs, anime, all that stuff. Also, for anybody that might be tuning in, hello and welcome. I hope you're having an awesome day. If you have a question of the day, what is a game, discontinued game, that you wish brought back? Mine is Club Penguin. That game was awesome. I really wish they would they would have kept it. It was super awesome. Alright. Well, at least this one won't be bothering us. Being thousands of years dead and all. With that, you were right, Master Garland. What do you mean? Alas, Emperor Zande is very much alive within Circus Tower. Oh, in Circus Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. What? How long do these clones live? Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy. Energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Talmud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land, triggered an earthquake of an unprecedented violence, a calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. The blinking of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. Oh, yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zande's closest aide, invoked a powerful magic and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was right to awaken. Oh, they were waiting their time. Oh no, this is gonna be bad for us. Eras came and went. After millennia laying dormant, Talmud was summoned back to the earth. Then triggered the seventh umbral calamity, the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged.
You and me on the Charles River. I could die right now.
At that moment, Emperor Zande awakened.
Never felt that before.
In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. So he was alive all this time? It is for no other purpose but to put an end to Zande's madness that we exist. The mantle we have inherited from our namesake. True, Yune and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Zande, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. No ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. Choose our champion, wind up Shirogame. We are confident that we can end Zande's dark ambition once and for all. I don't think I'll cut a big enough path for you. It's just gonna be small. You're not gonna have enough space. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Valdician among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Wind Up? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Do I really have a choice at this point? It's not like I have a choice, you know? We have our eternal breath. Together let us see the Allagan Empire's dark past laid to rest. The Potato of Light. Potato of Light will save the day once more. because nobody else has the power to save it, apparently. Except for maybe 23 others that join me every time. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Elagan civilization. But what worse is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the Tower Seekers may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. No quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Yune and Doga, living, breathing Elagan. Hello there! Oh my goodness. It's a raid, a Shadow Stream support raid. How's it going, friends? I hope y'all are having an awesome time. How are you? Who we got here talking? First of all, congrats on the first time chat. Firstly, Cookie Pops and Bethane. The baby raid, but we're here to support. That is very much appreciated. Let's see here. So these people are part of an awesome community called Shadow Stream Support. I have the link in my About page. Definitely go check it out. If you want to just hang out with fellow streamers, that is an awesome place to go. So, here are a couple of shout-outs for these awesome individuals. We got Bethane. We got Cookie Pops. And who else talked? I believe there was one more. Versely. We got Versely as well. If I could only type. There we go. Let me make sure I'm just caught. Yeah, well, always fun to get to do streamers. That is very much appreciated, friends. I am happy to have you all. I am very happy to have you all here. Alright. Read through that part. Okay, guys coming to say hi. That is very much appreciated. Also, no worries. Thank you guys so much for that raid. Very much appreciated. Of course, I had to shout you all out. That was just, it actually happened. So I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards stealing off Circuit Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Pinky Cheese is a nickname we gave my oldest when he's little. My oh my. By the way, we do have a question of the day circulating. Nightbot is probably gonna type it in at some point. But if you have a you know those discontinued games that you can't actually play anymore or get, what is one of these discontinued games that you want brought back so you could be able to play it again? I'm curious to know. Mine is Classic Club Penguin. I don't know if many people have heard of it. I really loved playing that a while back. And then I just kind of got cut off from playing it for years. And when I tried to come back to it, I didn't really find it the way it was. It was just kind of messed up so much. I was like, why? Why do this to me? Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. Good work, then. Club Penguin Friends. I believe that was the new one that they made. I might be mistaken. But the very old one, it wasn't really an app or something like that. It was just on its own website, on a website called Miniclip, where you had to play it through that website on the internet. No other way you could kind of play that game. And I was so sad to see it gone after I tried to come back to it. I was like, no, why? It was just so fun. And they had some awesome events too. Pitfall. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. I'm gonna have to look that up actually. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye, like yours, does this mean? Is he wondering if he's a clone? I don't think he's a clone. You inherited the trait from your father, he said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. Thank you so much for that, Lurk Bethane. Oh, by the way, Nightbot just posted the link to the Discord. If you want to join, definitely feel free to do that. I would be honored to have you. Let's see. The Login Eye, you called it. But to us, it is the Royal Eye. Owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it's a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. I wanted to know it now. Fine, I'll wait. I got no choice then. Alright, let's see. By the way, anybody that just joined in, if you have this game and want to kind of like join me for the raid series, I'm doing the Crystal Tower raid series. You know what that is? That's the very first 24-man alliance raid that you go through in the game. If you have this game and have this raid unlocked, definitely feel free to kind of like join in if you want. My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. Thank you so much for that lurk as well, Cookie Pops. Very much appreciated. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Towers awaits us. Oh, looks like I'm about to unlock it, I think. I hope. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements in the structure, Dande himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. And I'm pretty sure I will be unlocking. There we go. Circus Tower now accessible.
Alright, let's bring that feedback.
Alright, is it from here? Too far away. That shouldn't be the case. Alright, Circus Tower. Clear that. There we go. Waiting time, less than 5 minutes. Probably one of the best things is that these raids are probably one of like the easier ones. And so a lot of people like to run them to level their low level characters. So wait times for them even as a DPS is not that bad. Plus, it is a necessity for everyone that is playing through the main story. Kind of like go through it, or at least go through the very first kind of like couple of cutscenes and missions tied to it. But I'm pretty sure they kind of like made it like that. Well, you need only that information, but it will most likely hook you into doing more of that content before actually moving on, because it's really interesting. As you can see, we just learned that there was an emperor, or at least a clone of an emperor, and people from that ancient civilization people are always kind of like obsessing about, actually still alive. What a coincidence. What a turn of events. Wait. That's supposed to be a hawk or an eagle. Hold up. Well, we need to go a little bit down. That is supposed to be like a hawk or an eagle. That's a cool little detail, although it looks very flat. But I don't really blame them, like, you don't often get to be this up high. and don't really usually notice it, especially since this place was made without flying in mind. So that would make sense that it's kind of like blocky like that. Hey, SSS Raid Train is outdoor. Let's stop to hype up more. Okay, no problem. Thank you for being awesome and deciding to raid me. I very much appreciate it. Please send all the love to the next streamer you make their day, as you made mine. Well, I guess while we're waiting, all I can really do is just kind of like throw them around. Every time I say that, I should say that as soon as I kind of like queue up for it. Because apparently if I say that, it's like, oh hey, you want to explore? No exploring for you. Q is gonna pop. Alright. Now, this raid. This one in particular, out of all the raids in the game. 24 man, I'm talking. That is probably the easiest one you could run. I have ran this so many times. I could run this half asleep, literally. It is so simplistic in its mechanics. It doesn't even matter. Oh, let's go this way. People are talking, yeah. Gonna have to act a little bit, well, because I don't know people. I mean, technically, like that. Actually, General Eric. Was it character? I think it was display name. General. Let's have initial supply. That did not work. Did not work as I had intended it to. But I'm gonna have to figure it out at some point. Because I do want to give people like their, well, I want to say privacy, but it's not really that as much as it's like, I know some people don't really like their names showing up on streams or stuff. Alright, error. Well, let's put it back to full names if we're not showing. Others, party members. That do it. I think it's gonna have to be aligned too. Character configuration, alliance members, initials apply. Really? Oh, I need to get out of that. I got clipped by that. Oh well, it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I played in any of these as a melee character. So there are some stuff that I don't remember actually existed. Let me stand next to my fellow potatoes right here. Cool thing about Dragoon, don't. Well, this has. This has a. Oh no, I'm gonna. Well, since I'm gonna be frozen, let's go back here. Why, people might ask? Give people that have the fire debuff a chance to run it through. People are not running it through me, and I am slowly dying. No, you were... Well, oh well. Well, I died. I didn't. I didn't die. Oh, that's gonna pop and it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh! Well, don't have to worry about that no more. I wonder... That's the tank. That is the healing. Oh. Arc! Here! Oh, that was the person that, Graha mentioned. He was like, oh, that was this guy. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt. You're like, well, the person you encountered is... What was it called? Legathon. Not Acheron, but Legathon. Why do I keep hitting the button? Not what I want to hit. I'm actually gonna save the AoE. Was that... I think that was a wish. No. That was a party member using a macro to raise somebody. Why are there other clones of Yune and Doga in here? And why are they attacking? I wonder if it's in HUD setting. There has to be a setting where I could turn this only initially. Oh, I totally missed it. There we go. I'll figure it out later. The annoying mechanic. Only time you'd ever really need to do mechanics is if you're a melee in this game. Well, not in this game, but in certain fights here in this game. Because as you move forward, of course, there are a lot of stuff and a lot of new mechanics. Where whether you're ranged, melee, whatever, you need to do mechanics. It's like, there's no escaping. You're gonna have to do it. I wonder if it's putting me with the group of new people. Because I'm technically going through this the first. Legathon. That's Kyla's casting outfit. What is the Dragoon basically said? The maiming set here. Armor of Light? When did I get that? And Gauntlets of Light. Alright, let's Doom Spike it. Oh, no. I hit people with it. I did not know that that was kind of like the thing. Okay, so we need to get away from DT. I will take on this guy. Although, as a Dragoon, I think I'd be better suited to taking out the dragon. But I'm an adventurer. Most taking out enemies in general is my specialty. Oh, we are now battling Amon, the person that created the temporal magic that preserved this place, and Emperor Zande. Alright. Most important thing about this battle, really need to take out these experimental byproducts. Because they are annoying as all heck. Second thing, if you have these orbs, they shrink people. Ow? Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying. We'll do a certain ability at some point. Some people will be selected to kind of like turn into ice. When that happens, we need to stand behind it. Oh, I have a bomb on me. So I'm gonna stand. Oh, there goes somebody. If you're selected as a frog, you need to kill the snake. I think he's getting ready to do it. There it is. Curtain call. Better play safe. Oh no. Somebody did not hide behind the thing. There we go. Boost of casting. Guardian. Mapping the realm. Circus Tower. I'm gonna need on that. But actually I do need it. If I want to craft some of the stuff from this raid. I believe you can. You fight valiantly mortals, but to no avail. Oh. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be. I did not get the chance to read that. But I think it was gonna be unleashed, yada yada. Oh, was not here. Okay. We need to stand in one of these. Oh no. Okay, good. Good. People understood the assignment and stood in it. That is well. That is well. That is well. Aw, you just wasted my land card. I know people got the outer one, so might as well focus on this one from the beginning. Oh yeah, this. Oh, nobody's stacking here. Nobody had stacked with that archer. That archer would have died. That's why I was like, well, ain't nothing to do but help. I think this is probably one of the very first stack mechanics in the game. But because it was so weird in its appearance, people weren't really sure what to think of it. Like, they weren't sure if they should avoid it, if they should stack on top of people. After probably a few runs and a few, like, going through that certain mechanic, pretty sure people started noticing what was going on. Hey, decided not to choose me this time. Lovely. There we go. Life is a circus. Gonna need to check my achievements. Well, we defeated Emperor Zande. There are Skyless. Fair Guardian breaches. Of striking. Guardian's Helm of Strike. I don't think I have the minion on this. So, first off, commendation will go to the other Dragoon, because Dragoon gonna need on that. Gonna greed. Can't really do but anything but greed, honestly. That I can need. That I don't need. Orchestration roll basically tells you that you can play music in an apartment. Right? Let's see. Slash bow. Oh wait, I don't have bow. Slash bow. And then leave. I can check my prizes after. Oh, though this is not good. Wind up. You did it. You defeated Emperor Zande. Yeah, but there's something. There's the rift opening up behind me. Empires may rise and fall, but man's in death. What? Indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we hoped for, wind up Shirogame. There's a rift of darkness opening behind us. Behind me. Emperor Zande, now at eternal rest, his legacy may be undone. There is still a rift! There's a rift opening behind me! How can you not see this? Also, he has the armor. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous rounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? There's a literal rift right behind me. At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. Like, I gonna slap you one of these days. There are two ways that we may seal off Circus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. Now hold up. I don't... So they finally noticed the rift. I still don't like where this is going. Seems dangerous. That distortion. What is it? I have a feeling like they're gonna end up being the bad people. The power that Xande sought to obtain comes from the void. World of darkness, our people called it. And true to that, and the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on Aether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xande entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. Covenant, I'm afraid to say, still in effect, however. Being of the Emperor's lineage, Yune and I believe that we can annul it. How would you annul it? By his blood, Xande sealed his dark past. By our blood, it shall be undone. They're gonna sacrifice themselves? It is time. I feel like this is like a heroic sacrificial moment. Yes, Doga, finally we may fulfill our purpose. Where's Nero going? There's a lot happening in this cutscene. And he's laughing. You be laughing. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? You guys focus on closing the rift. Covenant everlasting. Oh no, they were too late. The gate of darkness has opened. And the evil clones have appeared. They have better looking outfits in my opinion. These things have memories? They probably do. Who am I kidding? And so Mirakidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under a Logan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, memory of death grows ever more vivid. Endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, I did not leave me unscathed. Nay, ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. What is that guy talking about? Beings without will. You cannot fathom my rage. My melancholy. Melancholy. My fear. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. I probably butchered the heck out of that. What worth is wealth and power, and all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness. man has nothing. He needs not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring them all life, hopes, and dreams. Let it all be returned to nothingness. Hey, yo, that guy messed up. That guy is messed up. But you can't destroy the world. I live here. Good going, Gra. So how long does Night Flashback take? Wind up. Pull yourself together. Oh, don't you worry about me. If there are no end to them, when does something else is happening? And now he is experiencing some stuff. Not now, damn it. Oh, Garland got moves. Sid has got moves. Oh no. I spoke too soon. Why did he wait till his friend was kind of like blasted? So he took a fireball to the face. Arrow, were you a part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. That's a cool weapon he has, honestly. Something controls them, avoids them. No ordinary one at that. Doga. What is Doga doing? Oh! Oh, snap! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he got swallowed in. You know you could run away, right? I found it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Oh, he's like, I want this. He did not plan for that, probably. Nero. Like, God damn it! Sid! The Covenant shall be honored. Can I jump in there? I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. And now they all fall. Is there a way to reach that place now? Now, what? Why didn't I jump in after them? Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? I don't know. I probably should have hucked me at it. I am hucking size, you know. I am huckable. And pick me up, throw me. Just, I am yeetable. As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let's return to the find and consult Rambros. Yes, let us consult the Bros of Ram. Alright. There. That's probably all the stuff. Oh, FC stuff. Okay. Let's keep it so that they can have their private conversations. Okay, I want to... Character configuration. Is it here? Main menu, help, recommendations, like HUD, didn't HUD. Think it might be in hot party. Let's see. Okay, initial. 5. Yeah. That should be it. I think that should be it. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Now people can have their full privacy if they don't want to be like featured on the stream or anything. Because I have encountered people like that, believe it or not. I have known people that are like, no, I don't want to appear in any stream. None of that, please, for me. I totally want to respect it. Fam bros, what are we gonna do? We need your help. After a lengthy explanation of all the events that had transpired, all this happened within the tower. God's preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void sent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Zande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. Could you imagine what that void set is capable of? It's capable of utter annihilation and destruction. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. There's no way to save them. I will not lie to you, Master Garland, the situation is bleak. Though Voidsen can enter our world, instances of men entering the Void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. And I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Yune. Share the same eye. True. But that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission. The mission is burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, do not leave matters as they are. As long as Zande's Dark Covenant is binding our world in danger, it is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. What is that dance, Graha? Graha, ever since meeting Yune and Doga, you have not been quite yourself. Tell me true. What with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alad. The answer eludes me still. One day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Yune and Doga. I, and that bastard Nero as well. Only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. He likes Nero. He's like, nah, that's my best friend, dude. We gotta save him. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Yune are comrades. Cannot fail them. I shall consult experts and literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Hey, that's the spirit. Yet, know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Lay rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, wind up, mark my words. Alright, cool. Not. The World of Darkness. This is gonna be the last kind of like one in the series that we need to go through. Memory Third. The Whip. Ah, wind up. It is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Yune, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. The Realm of Darkness. We need the Keyblade. Hey, somebody go call Sora. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. Calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zande. But you, wind up. You ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Yune labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of the realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Yune, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zande's orders and collects energy to open another void gate, even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict. No avail. Just as the gate would only open for Yune and Doga, so too will the tower heed only to those with the royal blood of Alag. Did Graha have a try at it? The most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious according to the Alagan tombstones Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come past. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zande's covenant with the Dark Realm. Only breaking the latter would suffice. Then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity, like the one that destroyed the log. Truth. We have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. Oh no, it'd be bad. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. Mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus Tower's power for our own purposes, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. Oh, that's clever. We have heard that this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturgist Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create that portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here he comes, the man himself. This is taxing on my throat. Wind up, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though, attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. Just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. Let me request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Wind Up. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? I hope not. I gotta have the whole world owing me. make things easier to save the world the next time. Well, it certainly has to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Yes, let us make our way. Now, I think that Summoner was in one of the raids that I was in. Wait, can I? I can actually do that. Can I? No, I cannot. I cannot fly over the other side. That's disappointing. Who's this? Who's this guy? I was being attacked. Here we go. Why was that thing attacking that guy? That was not nice. Wind up. I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a coupling's off, well, ooh. Oh, but it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. The chief's there. The chief is there overseeing the whole operation. Okay. Where is this device? I need a sip of water. Oh, much better. My friends, you've arrived. Just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. There's something amiss, G'raha. Ah, Emperor Xande's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once stood as a symbol of Allah's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if a Logan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Ah, unfortunately, there was no stopping Xande and his ambition. Excuse me. There were those who tried. Xande's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors, young and brave, took up the sword against the lies. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards the log's heart for the kill, Xande lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. His desperation, Xande desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalman to be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. The circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. Fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Yune and Doga. I had no idea the rebellion incited Zonde to ration. Your knowledge of Alagan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. Strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such. I wonder why he cannot remember. Yes. Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open the Void Gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling the energy into the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Oh, they're gonna open it right on top of the throne? Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Okay. It's funny how a beam of light opened a rift of darkness. Ah, a rift of the world of darkness, as Yune called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. Can't break out the meat just yet. Tough part still ahead. Broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever. Only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the Sons of St. Coinage, the rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Please wind up, my friend. It's a heavy burden, I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of the world now rests upon your shoulders. Those are some tiny shoulders they rest on, my friend. See? Very tiny. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Please, God concerned, could I have a moment of your time, wind up? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Dude, why didn't you just stay right here? I cannot see. Oh, there. Okay, let's see. Wind up. I wish to speak to you about my eye. You are no doubt aware, there's a trait seen only amongst Alagan royalty. Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. Sanjuin hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted. What? In truth, the more I learned of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change. I am consumed with remembering something ancient but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind the self-same ones his father told him. truth of our eye rests with Alag. Mayhap that I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap not, but I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end, with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, my thanks, my friend. Now let's venture into the world of dark. Save our comrades and our realm. And we have unlocked World of Darkness. But I'll do that next time. My throat is starting to bother me a little bit for some reason, and I am getting a little bit tired. Go on. Sorry. Just a little quick still shot right there. There. Alright, cool stuff. Now we go to the stream, and please, those of you that are watching, stay tuned. We'll be raiding out to somebody. So let's make somebody's day. Actually, have. Okay, let us see. We want to raid. Let's raid our friend, the Kraken Captain himself. Oh, there you go. Alright, so please stay tuned. Show him all the Shiro no Kuni love. I would very much appreciate it. You show him the love that you so graciously show me. So, here is the info to my socials. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, definitely drop a follow on these, at these links. Twitter, basically, I usually announce what games I'm gonna be playing. If I'm running the roulette that day, I kind of like try to remind people, hey, I'm streaming at this certain time. Or if I have certain updates where I won't be able to stream, that is where I usually do. So, here is my schedule. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully, I should be running the roulette and playing the game that it chooses. We got 3 games that it usually chooses from: Stardew Valley, Monster Hunter World, and Genshin Impact. I might have to delay it because I have some stuff to take care of in the morning, but we'll see about it. So definitely stay tuned. Any results of that will be posted on Twitter, and if I'm gonna be delayed. I hope you have had an awesome time here. I wish you all well till we meet again.